welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse, broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati. Hey there, friends. This is Daily Dose Radio here in the Bible Bistro, and I hope this weekend you'll go to the internet and check out the Bible Bistro on the internet. It's at my-dailydose.com. That's my-dailydose.com. Just put a little dash, a little hyphen in there between my and daily, and then .com at the end, and you'll find the Bible Bistro. And there's lots of good stuff there. The pastor's letter is there, poetry is there, the books are there, the podcasts are there. There's a lot of stuff on that website. I'm so fortunate that the Lord has allowed me to have that, to create that, so that there's a landing spot for all of us to go to on the internet, place where we can gather together. Go there if you are a WordPress blogger. Hope you'll follow the blog, follow the page. Maybe you just bookmark it in your browser as well, so that you'll be able to go back and find the Bible Bistro on the internet. Today we're looking at 152. This is in Psalm 119, verse 152. We've been in this section about crying to the Lord. This has all been about prayer here. I cried unto thee, I prevented the dawn and cried. He makes it very clear that he is in prayer. His eyes prevented the night watches. He asked the Lord to save him, to hear his voice, to quicken him according to his judgments. We had this lovely juxtaposition of the same word between those that draw near to do mischief and the Lord who draws near with truth. And of course, we know who wins that, don't we? We know that if I'm in between, if I'm the sandwich in between the two slices, the Lord's drawing near to me and the mischief makers are drawing near to me, I really don't have anything to worry about because the Lord is there and he's on my side. That's just beautiful. I love 150, 151. Well, today, 152, he says, concerning thy testimonies. Okay, what are we going to learn about his testimonies? Well, if you go up to verse 146, we had our first request was right there. He says, I cried unto thee, save me, or the second request rather, I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. Now he's going to tell us about the testimonies, these testimonies that he's keeping, these testimonies upon which he's depending for salvation. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old, that thou hast founded them forever. Now, it's not that the psalmist knew of old, but it's that he knew that of old, I have known of old, that thou hast founded them forever. So the Lord did something of old. Way back before there was anything else, the Lord established his word for an eternity. So the testimonies are ancient, they're established, they're founded, and they are eternal. And this idea of eternality, we've had it over and over again. If we're not careful, it's going to become old hat to us. For example, last week, we talked about his righteousness being an everlasting righteousness. And then that was in 142. And in 144, he says, thy righteousness, the righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. So that eternality, we saw it last week. We've seen it almost every single week. He goes back and he talks about the Lord's truth and about the Lord's precepts and about the Lord's judgments and how they are founded and settled and forever. So again here, we come to 152 and we say, oh yeah, well, I know all about that. I know all about his testimonies being eternal because he's told us over and over again. And that's true, he has, but it's important that we get it. And so he continues to tell us, of old thou hast founded them forever. God's word is not going to change. I hope you'll join me again next week as we look at the next section beginning in 153 on Daily Dose Radio. Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.